So for the main bomb site, which is top floor, we want to be reinforcing these two external walls, because this is the main place that attackers are going to push. We also want to be reinforcing this one single wall, so that the attackers can't just push into pillbox. However, we want to be making feet holes on this single wall. This is so that we can peek anyone coming into top red or 90. And we can also peek it from top red stairs going into construction. We need to rotate in between sites. And we want to be reinforcing all four walls of 90. We then want to be making a little peek hole about here on the server wall. This is so that we can watch we have another angle onto the construction walk-in, and then we can also peek top red if anyone pushes there. We then want to be using another reinforcement next to the rotating site. We then also want to be reinforcing the single wall that goes into the bridge. This is so that we can have a bit of cover here, and then we can peek anyone if they are planted here, maybe throw it to the floor or a stone. We then can also make feet holes on the single wall going to bridge, as if we have someone playing bridge, that allows them to peek this and watch for the running. If we've maintained control of the breach, then we can just play this angle here to watch if anyone pushes up from the upper bridge. Finally, another optional one is we can reinforce this single wall of green and make a rotate here, just for a bit of added maneuverability. Now for the second best site, which is basement, we want to be reinforcing this single wall of pipes. We need to reinforce both walls of supply that go to long corridor. We need to rotate between sides on this side, and then also reinforce next to it. This is so that we can be protected if we are playing behind this cabinet. We need a peek hole at the top of this wall. This is so that we can watch anyone pushing down the stairs. We'll be able to see their feet before they see us. We also want to reinforce next to the head holes, just so that someone that's in lockers can't maybe severe impact and have a line of sight. We need to reinforce the left-hand side of the scuba wall. You can reinforce this wall if you want, but I like to have a rotate and also over here, so that we can watch yellow and also have free movement. Finally, we need to be reinforcing the hatches and the second hatch. Finally, with our last two reinforcements, we can reinforce this single wall and either this wall or this wall, just to protect anyone that might be playing the Coast Guard. As now they are able to maybe play on this desk, behind this desk, without being shot from either side. For map and security room, we need a rotate in between projector and security, and then reinforce next to it. We need to reinforce this single wall in security. And then we can put feet holes on this single wall. This is so that we can watch anyone that's walking in through the door, and also vice versa if anyone was to push through. We need a rotate that goes into the kitchen. And we need to reinforce the two kitchen walls. We also need to act like we're defending top floor, so we need to reinforce all of the construction walls as we did from the first setup. And also rotate. Finally, with our last reinforcements, we're going to get all three hatches. Something else you can do if you want to apply a bit of additional pressure is make these head holes on the single wall within map room. This allows you to have just multiple angles to be able to peek people through. And also if they push into sight. For Coast Guard in games, we want to be reinforcing this single wall. This is so that if someone pushes into yellow hole, they can't just open this wall and have the line of sight. We want to be reinforcing both of these walls facing the next stairs. And we want to be reinforcing at least one of these walls. You can make a rotate hole on the left here. And have someone play in archives. Or if not, you can just reinforce this. in games we want to be reinforcing this left-hand wall. This is just so that people can't rush main stairs and maybe open this wall. But then also we want to be making feet holes here. This is just so that we can see preemptively if anyone is pushing it. We can also make head holes here. This is so that someone can play here and just cut off this angle if we need to. Finally, we want to be reinforcing this single games wall. And I personally like to have a hitter in this wall, as I tend to play yellow side over here. However, if not, you can just reinforce this. Finally, with our last two reinforcements, we're going to reinforce these two walls in radio. And if you want as well, you can make it rotate here, just for added maneuverability.